Okay, here's the module that nobody likes to hear about, backing up your data. Nobody likes to talk about it, and it's no fun, but you have to be in charge of your own data. When I started in the classroom years ago, it was always about your teacher stuff, protecting your bulletin board stuff and all that other stuff. Forget it. That's nothing compared to if you lost 20 years of all your computer, all your digital files. So we definitely want to make sure that we're in charge of our own data. Now, at school, one of the reasons to be on the server at school is because it's being backed up every single night. But accidents happen. People delete files. There's fires in schools. Things happen. You always want to make sure that you are in control of your own data. So that's what I want to do, is I want to teach you how to be in control of your own data. Because a computer never makes an appointment to crash. And if you have not had a computer crash, you are very, very lucky. But it happens. And I have a computer right now that the screen looks just like this. And it won't turn back on. So if I had not had a good backup plan, that could have been very, very dangerous. So let's help you make a good backup plan. So if a computer crashes, oh, no big deal. I've got my data. I can go to another machine. So really focus on your data. Now, I sequence these modules very carefully to make sure that now that you're organized, the backup process is so much easier. Before, when you had that junk everywhere, it would be really difficult to back things up. But now that you have all in one spot, it's much easier. Yikes, I don't even know what this is, but I know it doesn't look good. So let's talk about these little babies. Doesn't matter what name brand. I found actually that this one's a Toshiba. I have a Western Digital. They're all different. There's an entire row at Best Buy that you can pick out. Go pick up one of these external hard drives. You probably want to get, at least 500 gigs, more if you do a lot of videos or if you have a lot of music. So they're all different sizes and shapes, and they're wonderful, handy. They're called external hard drives, and get one for everybody in your family. External hard drive is like a large flash drive. You can hold more information. This flash drive, you can only hold 2 gigs of information, where on an external hard drive you can hold like 500 gigs. That's a lot. That's a lot of storage space. You can use it probably for years and years, and you just make sure that you back up your information. But here's the problem. You have to remember to actually perform the backup unless you use some services. So let's talk about those. Mine, I am a recent Mac girl, and I'm over on a Mac computer now, and I have Time Machine built in. And so once a week, I plug in my portable hard drive, and Time Machine runs in the background and updates everything that I have changed within the week. I really like that, because then I don't have to remember, did I change this file and this file? It's smarter than I am. I'm all over that. So let's go back, and let's say that you dash out and you pick up your external hard drive. What you are going to do is you are going to then go to your nice clean digital file cabinet, and you are then going to, you can drag and drop over to the external hard drive, which will show up on your desktop, or you can copy and paste, whatever you're comfortable with. You can right-click if you're on a PC and say send to, and it will see the external hard drive, and you can send that right over. So it's just like moving files on your desktop. This just becomes just another place to put your files. All right, so I have mine taken care of for me, and I can go back in time. So if something happens in my machine, I can just plug that external hard drive into another machine, and I can go back in time when everything was working well for me, and I have everything. Oh, one more thing. Again, it's smarter than I am. If I forget and it's longer than, I think I have mine set for 10 days, it reminds me. I need that in my life. Okay, you can also back up to another computer in your house if you want to. If you have a network, you can go ahead and back everything up to an external. I have an external hard drive at my house. It's bigger than those cute little portable ones, but then we can back up everything and everybody's music, and everything is in one place. Dropbox offers a syncing of files. And I just checked the pricing. For free, you get 2 gigs, about the same as what you'd get on your 2 gig flash drive, obviously. And then there's prices that go up per month. So depending how much you have that you want to sync back and forth, that's how much you pay. So there's different pricing. So Dropbox is another option for you to go ahead and back things up or sync things. Now, we're moving over into this world of the cloud computing again. Now, the Dropbox is in the cloud. It's on the internet. You can access your Dropbox files from any computer that you can get to the internet. So this whole move to the cloud, back up to the cloud, there's some real benefits to that, especially if there's something, a disaster, a flood, fire, and can you imagine all your computers in your house flooded? One of my schools I worked with a couple of years ago had a fire week before school was supposed to start, and all their computers actually melted. So much for those hard drives, they're gone. And so what you want to do is you really want to think about having your backup data somewhere other than where you have your machines. So for example, my husband backs up all the pictures. He takes a lot of pictures and he drops it off at his mom's house when he sees her, just so it's not home with you. And never carry your portable drive in your laptop case with your laptop, because if somebody reaches in the back seat of your car to grab your laptop, there goes your data with it. So you always keep them separate, preferably not in the same place. MobileMe is also an Apple thing, but you don't have to have an Apple to have MobileMe. Which was really nice about this is I backed up my PC to my MobileMe. And then when I got my Mac up and running, I just pulled down what I needed from the MobileMe cloud. I like they even have the cloud to remind you it's there. MobileMe has some other things too, that you can sync your iPad, your iPhone, your Mac, and your PC. You can sync everything together so you have all parts of your life accessible in one place. So you have your contacts, your email, your calendar on all the devices. So it doesn't really matter where you get your data from. It's still the same data. So this is the MobileMe cloud. This one is $100 a year, and I haven't gone over whatever they gave me as my allocation. The other nice part about MobileMe is I can make a public folder on MobileMe. So if I go do a workshop somewhere and someone says, "Oh, could I have that file?" Well, they're usually too big to email, so I can put that in the public folder and send a link to the person that needed that movie, that file, whatever it is, and so. They have X number of days, I believe, to take it out of my public folder. So it's really a nice way to pass big files back and forth. Now, the biggies in virus protection are now offering backup protection. So not only they virus check, but they're backing up your computer. So this one is a screenshot of what Norton offers, and it's Norton 360. So it's constant backup, and well, you set it up just like any of the other backup services. You set up how often you want it, and you can see the prices right there, $80 for the year. Now, oh, we got a bargain here. $59 for the year on McAfee, and very similar setup, and again helps you protect without really thinking about it. So this is another biggie, and I used this for a couple of years till I moved over to MobileMe. And Carbonite, I would say, is one of the biggest ones out there, and this one is $55 per year. And what it does is it encrypts your files going up and back. So your data is not just floating around in the cloud with that visual. It's encrypted on the way in and the way out. And so you know that nobody else is in there mucking around with your files. Ooh, I just read that. Simple human error. 43% of computer users to delete irreplaceable files every year. Yikes, get it backed up. Okay, nobody wants to talk about backing up. It's something that a lot of people don't even think of. But at school, you might be okay. If you're saving to the server, it is being backed up. Well, you better make sure it's being backed up. But it is being backed up. So that information's safe. But usually what is not being backed up is what's on your desktop Hello, there's a lot of you out there that store your important stuff on your desktop. So that's probably not being backed up. It depends how your system is set up. The other thing to do is take what you've learned here and use it on your personal computer at home. Could you imagine losing every picture of your baby, your dog, your grandma? Because you didn't back up. All right, now rewatch this video and think about backing up your machines. Thanks for joining me.